So we pulled 5. Yeah, so we pulled 5 buttons. We have word here. We have word. We have no, number 66. We have number 58, lemon. We have number 39, coiled snake. Number 63, dropping the ball, or ball dropping. It's drama. It's drama. That's why I'm chuckling, because of course it is. It's in the air. It's hitting everybody right now. So, I mean, but it's drama. With the button number 33, somebody's hanging on. Button number 33, somebody's hanging on to every word you're saying. Technically, it doesn't have to be a negative thing. Number 33 word does not have to be a negative thing. Someone could be hanging on to every word you say out of admiration and respect. But either way, someone's hanging on to every word. I don't necessarily get with the rest of the buttons. I'm getting, it's more negative, because you have word and you have, that's followed by no, then that's followed by lemon, which is something sour. And that's a lot of verbiage, dialogue, verbal communication. Because you have word, then you have literally you have the button no. Someone's saying no, it's a mouth. Someone's saying no, then you have lemon, and this is something sour. With lemon, this is something that is either sour, or somebody's bad tempered, they have a foul mouth, or they're resentful. These three together, that's giving me very much somebody sharp-tongued. Somebody is sharp-tongued. And they could be this way towards you, and the button no is telling you that you need to use your voice to speak up and advocate for yourself, or stand up for yourself. And then you have the coiled snake, the 4th button, which is individuality or freedom. It's like somebody wants to be left alone. So this is giving me very much somebody needing to let go and walk away, because you have ball dropping. Somebody's dropping the ball. Somebody is mishandling or mismanaging, or someone is treating someone poorly here. And someone else needs to stand their ground here. Or someone speaks to someone so poorly, and it's poor communication here. Someone sees in the environment that I'm picturing is someone this has poor emotional maturity. And then someone here seems very patient, and the other person seems the exact opposite of that. Like, it's like, place yourself where you need to place yourself in this situation, because roles can be reversed. They often are. But place yourself where you belong if it resonates so far. Someone needs to stand up for themselves. Someone needs to speak up for themselves. And you need to speak up about what you don't like. If this is you that's hanging on to every word that this negative person is saying, you need to stop. People can say what the fuck they want to say. That does not mean that you internalize it and absorb it. And the first thing people are going to say, well, I'm human, I have emotions. You can also remove yourself from that environment. You just can. And I can also read it on the flip side. I can also read it as you stood up for yourself. You used your voice to place boundaries with this individual. And now they're looking at you from a place of respect and admiration because they no longer have access to you. This could very well be a situation where this negative person, dropped the ball. You let their ass go. You chose your freedom, your peace, your individuality, and you chose to be left the fuck alone. And this other person could be bad-mouthing you, because of the choice you made. And they can be resentful, but they also know that you were right. We're gonna clear. I like the little buttons. I like these buttons because they give me a little picture. They give me some scope, a little scope into what I can look forward to in these cards. But yeah, we're gonna see how this pans out with these buttons. But that's the fortune for now. Now, is this past, present, or future? I don't know, because those are just the buttons. Maybe that's your fortune. Maybe that's what's going on currently. But irregardless, I see someone needing to let go or letting go because someone dropped the ball here. And if you haven't done this, you need to speak up. You need to advocate for yourself, stand up for yourself. Don't let nobody bully you. And because this benefits no one. It benefits no one to be in this type of environment. You need to use your voice. This is strong throat chakra energy right here. Now we're gonna pick up tarot and see what we got going on for past, present, and future. Again, the spread allows us to analyze all available info as quickly as possible. It's called Quick and Dirty. We're doing 3 cards, past, present, and future again. And let's get some clarity and some effective solutions fast. All right, Spirit and Spirit team, show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see from my water sign readers. What we got going on for water signs? Let me move these real quick. What we got going on? Y'all, but it's not, I don't know, it's not bad. What we got going on for water signs? What's past, present, and future? Okay. We got 4 swords, past, present, future. That's past. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Lost. We'll see if that comes back out. Past, present, future. What we got in? Show me. It's the Emperor. It came out in reverse. But what's the future? What's the future for my water signs? Thank you. All right, choices. 7 of Cups. All right, bottom of the deck, we have Adventure, which is the Fool. Then we have the Devil, Shadow. Ooh. With the Emperor in reverse. I don't usually read reversals. I'll acknowledge that it came out reversed, but to me, it's just not necessary. I think I touched on that one time in one of my other readings. So, and then you have hope, renewal. This is the star. For the final outcome for the future. All right. For past, you have 4 swords with the Fool. This is past. 4 swords with the Fool. Okay. Ooh, yeah. The 4 swords, that's giving me coiled snake. That's the fortune button we pulled up. We pulled before we drew tarot. Yes, that's exactly what that's giving me. Thank you. And then the Fool. You had a desire in the past, in the recent past, you had a desire to be left alone, and that's just bottom line. I think you took a leap of faith in that direction, and you decided to be on your own. Something here was unhealthy with this in the present. Something is very unhealthy. So you needed a rest. Whoever this masculine is here, because this is the Emperor. Whoever this masculine is, someone needed a break. Someone needed to get away. They needed to recover, recharge, rest. They need to literally hit the pause button on this person. And because you couldn't trust this person. And I feel like you took a leap of faith and you let go of fear, and you with the Fool here. You decided to be still and allow yourself space to recover from whatever this was in your past. Departure, yeah, I knew you walked away. I knew that. 8 of Cups, departure. Departure signifies 8 of Cups. I knew it. I knew you walked away. Yeah, you left something behind. You left this person behind. We're gonna get to it, but I keep focusing on this Emperor right here. I really want to get to this motherfucker shortly, briefly, because we ain't gonna spend too much time on his ass either. Whoever this is. And it could be a female too. It don't have to be a male, but she could be just in her Emperor energy, or her reversed Emperor energy. Again, someone here was controlling in your past. You decided to take initiative and take a leap of faith and leave someone and something or your life behind. And I think with the 4 of Swords, the simple fact that you had to rest and recover from this, I know it was difficult. And again, with that Fool here, you took a leap of faith because you know that forward movement would lead to something more fulfilling, and you trusted your internal knowledge and your internal call to seek a deeper purpose and let go of the past. While this was going on, you had an epiphany, you had an awakening. This is a Tower moment. This is what happened in the past. There's a Tower moment here. Something you were investing in took too much time, and while that was taking time, I feel like you were working on yourself in the background. This goes hand in hand with the last reading I did with the fire signs. It's damn near similar. It's damn similar. Yeah, because you wanted to work on, you wanted to build something more meaningful, and you were persistent in that. And I think you have the Tower here, you got the 7 of Pentacles, you got the 10 of Pentacles, and then you have the Lovers. And then you got the Empress. Damn. You know what? you were with the fallen twin, a fallen twin flame. This was somebody that you thought was your twin, or maybe it is your twin, and maybe your twin fell from grace. I mean, because you got him up here with the shadow, which is the devil, and somebody you had a lot of love for, you know, a lot of passion for, a lot of desire for, somebody you would have moved mountains for if you needed to. You dedicated and you expended a lot of time, effort, and energy into this relationship. But you're no longer invested in it. You took you cut your losses. You cut your losses and you move forward. And because you are the Empress, that means you embody grace, dignity, loyalty, respect. You embody every queen in the deck, in the tarot deck, in the tarot spread, in the deck. You knew you were worth more. You know your worth. And I don't feel like you don't feel like somebody, strong strength, transition. You stood your ground. Yes, yep, with the words. With the button no that we pulled earlier, you used your voice to speak up for yourself. You advocated for yourself. That's what you did in the past. And somebody's hanging on to every word. Somebody is Six of Swords. Somebody is hanging on to every word. They are literally they're replaying and hanging on to every word you've said in the past, because that's all they have access to now. The only thing they can do is think here. Yeah, you transitioned. You moved away. I know. After heartbreak, you moved away. You moved away after heartbreak. You decided to take your fucking desires, curiosities, passions, and your aspirations elsewhere. You release control of this person. You know what? And there's a saying that I say, and I've been saying it for some years now. Release your grip and watch them fall to their knees. Never fails. Anytime when you're dealing with controlling people or whatever, they know that they have you, you know, that's what they do, you know. In a way, you just gotta outsmart them, you know. Like, once you realize like it's all a game to them, you're in a game that you didn't even sign up to be in. Release your grip. Because all those mind games and shit or whatever, it makes you feel crazy and shit, and then you feel like you gotta keep, you know, fighting and battling with you. No, you don't have to keep fighting and battling with these people. Release your grip and watch them drop to their fucking knees. Yeah, the Emperor here, the Emperor in reverse with the devil. This is present. There's an Emperor here in the reverse. Well, he popped out in the reverse, and this is a controlling he wanted to control everything, and you have the devil right next to him. Whoever this person is, he's bound. He's bound by his fears and unhealthy attachments. He has unhealthy attachments to things, and he's bound to them. They run him. And obviously, with people like this, they project and projectile vomit up the bullshit within them onto you, onto others. And they may not even do it to others. They may just do it to you. But you were so close in proximity to this person that they used you to project their own internal disharmony. They projected it all onto you. This person has no power, no control. That's why they like to control things. This is a very controlling person and very manipulative. They ain't got a fucking ounce of integrity in their body. Not a drop. They ain't fair. They don't play fair. They're weak. And they pull on others. They pull on the strength of others around them in order to feel a sense of control, a sense of power, a sense of integrity. Like, this person ain't aligned to shit good. Someone's being consumed by their shadow, though. Truly being consumed by their shadow. The Empress came out again, but when you're taking it. Clarify the Emperor in reverse with the shadow, the devil. Clarify majesty and shadow. Why is it here? Thank you. That transformation. You could be cross-watching and watching for, you could be a water sign, but you could be also cross-watching and watching for a Scorpio. Because Scorpio is heavy here in this reading. As well as Capricorn and Aries. Yeah, in the present moment, I think you're fine. I think I clarified. You already know what to do, so I don't really have to tell you about your present. You're already on the right track. You already know what to do. You've already done what was necessary. You've done what needed to be done. You walked away from the situation. You transitioned. You transformed. You have completely taken yourself out of the situation. And I'm gonna say it as if it's already happening, because it's on my it's in the spread. It's on my table, so it's already happened. Whether it's happened or not, it's gonna happen because it already happened energetically. And sometimes it just waits for the 3D to catch up. But yeah, you've already done this. And in the background, in the present, while you're minding your damn business, while you're being left alone, while you're resting, recovering, recouping, recharging from whatever the fuck this was before that, this man is in the background and he is losing the competition between his shadow and himself, his higher self. He's losing. He's restricted. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. He's restricted. All these lies, all this deception. He's bound to it. That's what I said, restriction. Eight of Swords. He is bound to the shit that he's done. He's restricted. He can't do shit else. He's looking for strength. In this, and you could very well be a fire sign. I keep getting this. And this person is trying to grasp at every fucking thing he can. He's trying to muster up the courage, the strength. He's trying to find balance in every fucking thing, but the ending, I don't know. Strength, stability, Two of Pentacles with ending. Yeah, something here is done, finished, finito. There's a clear ending. Cords have been cut. Somebody's done. And the lies, the deceit, the manipulation, the control tactics, every fucking thing this person has tried to do and tried to cover up, to cover their tracks. They're now bound to it. Whoever this is, they trapped themselves. This is a self-imposed imprisonment. They trapped themselves into this. Let me see something. This male here, this emperor, this fallen twin, this raggedy ass emperor, He trapped himself. All his shit caught up to him. Everything. He can't, there's nowhere he can go. He's trying to fucking run for the fucking hills. He's trying to fucking get away from every fucking thing he did. He is really trying to get away from everything he's done. And he can't, because every fucking time he tries anything, it's kind of like you're there watching over. Like, it's like almost, let me just say it how I fucking see it. It's like no matter which direction he tries to go in, no matter where the fuck he tries to go seek shelter, no, it doesn't even, in all the things he's doing to patch up or place a band-aid over the shit that he feels, because what he's doing is he's going out of his way and he's lying. He's lying. He's still lying. He lied in y'all's past shit. He's lying now, and he's still lying to himself. And he doesn't even realize that he has fucking done so much that he cannot escape this shit. Because every fucking where he turns around, your spirit team meets his ass and places a blockage somewhere. He's trying to juggle every fucking thing all at once, and he cannot move forward. He is in a deep internal struggle. This is spiritual jail. This is spiritual court. Oh yeah, this is karma, baby. This is karma. That's what's going on in the background while you're doing what the hell you gotta do. This is what's going on in the background. This motherfucker right here, he doesn't know which direction to go in. There is no direction he can go in. He knows it. He did so much. I'm not even gonna speak. I'm not even gonna go there with this type of person, because for what? He fucked himself. He fucked himself, and he kept going. He kept going. He kept going, and he didn't stop, and he's still not stopping. I'm talking. It almost seems as if he's gonna do this shit until the absolute end. As sad as that is, as pathetic as that is, and honestly, there's no point in pitying people like this, because they're fucking cowards. And that's just what it is. That's a coward. This person is a coward. Instead of trying to right their wrongs and fix themselves and go within and learn the necessary work, do the necessary work, learn the lessons, and come out on the other side of that, they're not doing that. They're just continuing to self-sabotage. This is present. This is what's going on now. They've never stopped. As a matter of fucking fact, when you left, they ramped that shit up. They mashed full throttle on the gas just to cover up the loss they felt when you left. Because that loss was heavy as fuck. The loss is more heavy than them doing this shit. They have to. The magnitude of your absence is so burdensome to them. But they did it to themselves. Like, I don't like people like this, because they did it to themselves. Like, you could have literally set your ass down. You could have set your ass down. You could have did right. It's not hard to be good. It's not hard to do right. It's not. Now we're gonna clear up our future. I told y'all this is gonna be short and quick and simple, and we're gonna get straight to the point. Clear up our future. You have Seven of Cups here with hope. You have you have choices here with hope. Choices is essentially 7 of Cups, and hope is the Star. I feel like you have a lot of choices here. You have a lot of opportunities here, but you're not certain on. I just think you're being very careful as to what you place your time, effort, and energy into now. Like, everything that happened in the past, I think you're learning to lean on yourself and trust yourself, and this may be new territory for you, like where you're just like, you know what? Okay, I got myself in that situation. This you seem like somebody that holds themselves accountable. But I feel like if it doesn't feel right, you're not gonna make a choice. And you don't feel like you have to make choices. I feel like you're trying to just flow. You're still recovering, you're still recharging, you're still I feel like it's safer to remain still now, even though you know you have a lot of opportunities. You can go in either direction. And I feel like you just feel safer to being still right now. And you're just taking your time to assess whatever is in front of you, whatever options you have. You're taking your time so that you can choose from a place of clarity and knowing, and not just choosing because you feel like you're forced to choose. I feel like you're taking your time. You're rather leaning on yourself or your own intuition to guide you through whatever this is. This is present. This is current. This is what I feel like you're doing now. I feel like you want to avoid distractions along the way. That's why you're remaining still. It's like you stand out the way. You're staying out the fucking way. You even stand out. It feels like you're even staying out of your own way. And yeah, you're trusting your intuition to guide you moving forward. And if it don't feel right, and it doesn't connect with you on a soul level, I feel like you're gonna refrain from doing it. So yeah, you're taking your time now. And because especially like you got the four swords with the star, that is your healing. You're letting your higher self guide you now, and you're ready for that. You prepared for that long before you left this toxic environment, wherever the hell you were in the past. You were already preparing for it. I feel like you know to trust that the universe is going to guide you in this process, because that's what got you here so far. It was yourself. Yes, you were obedient within your higher self, and I feel like you know to trust that. And then you also know that the universe will support this journey, and I feel like you just want to stay aligned right now. Stay aligned, but you have your hopes, you have your faith, you have your hopes, and you have your aspirations. I don't feel like you're necessarily ready to just make a bold move, or anything like that. I feel like you're just flowing right now, and I feel like you're more comfortable with that than anything. Clarified choices and hope. 7 of Cups and the Star. Why is it here? Oh, okay. Yeah, the moon was in reverse. You're trusting your intuition, like I said. This is just clarifying what I already said, because with the moon, it may seem like, illusions, smoke and mirrors, things like that. That's what hidden truths. That's what the moon usually signifies, and it popped out in reverse, and that just shows me that you're trusting the unknown. You trust your intuition, and things seem a lot clearer than they did in the past. You know to stay present and connected to your inner wisdom, and things seem clear to you. And you are trusting your intuition. That is very strong and heavy. You have the Hangman that was in reverse. You may feel a little triggered to hold on to some sense of control, because things may not necessarily be exactly, or you may not be in a position that you necessarily want to be in right now. But you have to let go. You know what I mean? You've already done that up until this point. You've already done that. Don't revert back to trying to control things, and don't start resisting, because this hinders your growth in the process. Forward movement, flow, trust the process. You've already done it so far. You'll be all right. Because you want to allow space for transformation to enter. You don't want to revert back to old habits or old forms and methods and ways of dealing with things, with negative things, But I do feel like you think about it sometimes. I don't feel like it's not very strong, it's not very heavy. I feel like you just think about, like I said in the beginning, somebody feels uncomfortable before we even began to read, before we even did anything. As I sat in this chair, right when I clicked the video on, when I pressed record, I was just like, I feel like somebody just feels like uncomfortable, you know, and that's what this feels like. It's the same feeling now. Someone, it's like you're uncomfortable with surrendering fully. Sometimes because the position you in may not necessarily be. You feel like you need to do more, but then again, I see that you know, or you may be trying to resist this a little bit, you know. It's kind of like you did the work. Now we here. Okay, you know, maybe enough movement isn't happening for you, but it is. Aspiration is a Page of Pentacles. New opportunities. They're in the background. They're developing, you know, and you may feel, ever since you taken the initiative to walk away and to leave and to surrender, that things have been a little burdensome or whatever. Things may feel, you may feel a little, you feel a little heavy right now, you know, because you do have a lot of options. You do have a lot of choices. You have a lot of different opportunities and directions that you can go in, and maybe you're getting a little cabin fever or stir crazy because you have so many options and so many choices, and maybe you don't know what the hell to do right now, but that's okay. Again, trust your intuition, flow with it, and always make the choice that aligns with your truth. And if that choice, and if you don't know what choice to make, that means it's not time to make a choice, and you have to be comfortable with that. It is okay to not make a choice. As a matter of fact, it's better to not make a choice than to make the wrong fucking choice. You know, if you're gonna make a choice, be certain. Always be certain. If you're gonna make a choice, be certain, be sure. You know, and if you don't have certainty and surety right now, it's okay. It's a little heavy right now. It's a little murky. You know, like I said, it feels like stir crazy, cabin fever, because you're trying to get to a sense of internal harmony, and you may have a family, and you feel like things aren't necessarily where you would like them to be, where you need them to be, and it may seem like you're carrying it all alone. You know, it's just you, and you're carrying it all alone, and that may give you some, you know, a little, or that may make you feel, you know, you feel the burden of it. Shit. But that's okay. You feel the burden of it, but I feel like your ambition and your determination and your drive got you so far, and it's still in you. You know, it didn't go anywhere. You gotta apply and practice the same things you placed in the past. The same drive, the same ambition, the same initiative, the same leap of faith, the same faith that required whatever in the past, it requires it now as well. This is who you are. You are face this challenge, but you're ready to face it. I don't feel like, yeah, you're ready. To 9 of Wands, resilient. You're a resilient motherfucker. Hell yeah. So you're handling it very well. You know, you got the same anxieties or whatever the hell else everyone else has. Like it comes with the territory. It is normal for you to feel this way. You are human, you know, but you're okay. You don't seem like somebody that's gonna back down. You got the Knight of Wands with the Knight of Swords with the 9 of Wands. And yeah, you just seem like you're focus driven here with the 9 of Wands. You're unwavering. You know, you determined to reach your goal, to reach your destination. You trust in your ability to overcome this situation. And the victory is closer than you think. Absolutely it is. The past may be calling in the background, this motherfucker, because he's in the center of your spread. Whoever this person is, they're in the center of your spread, is very strong. The past is trying to energetically call you back. Do not go back to the past. The past is the past. Leave that shit where the fuck it is. Leave it where it's at. You know that. I ain't got to tell you that. But yeah, you got the Hierophant here. That's wisdom. And then you have Temperance at the bottom of Jack. Flow. You gotta flow, man. You just gotta flow. You may be struggling financially right now, but you're gonna figure it out. I'm telling you, something else is gonna open up for you. You were obedient. Your cards are telling you to surrender to this, and surrender completely now, because you've already done the work that you needed to do in the past, and you're still doing it now. So for the future, you can be hopeful in that the choices that you made are enough. You have new opportunities coming here, and they're developing as I speak. You have the skills to pursue any meaningful goal that you put and set your mind to. You got the talent and the skills. You got the mind frame too. You got all of it. Stay grounded and stay focused. Because you're building a strong foundation here. And yes, it's slow. Yes, it's tedious. Yes, it's work. Yes, it gets exhausting. Yes, it may feel like a heavy ass burden, but it always pays out in the end. But anyway, we're going to get some closing messages with the Grateful as Fuck deck. I usually use my yellow one, my Spiritual as Fuck deck, but we're going to use this one today. Grateful as Fuck instead of Spiritual as Fuck. Mango, top of the day. All right, Spiritual as Fuck deck. Let's get some closing messages and some last advice for my water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What we got for my water signs? Let's close this out on a good note. All right, we got one. Give me one more. Okay, okay. Two more, so we got three. All right. The first card of advice. Old glass, broken doorknobs. Glass doorknobs look like crystal balls. What if every time you opened a door, you thought, this door is about to show me the future? The truth is, they always do. That's deep as fuck, right? This door is about to show me the future. I know that's right. That just gave me chills. Old glass doorknobs. They look like crystal balls. That is an interesting take. The second card, finding money in your dirty clothes. That's free money without stealing. Hell yes. Practicing gratitude can be as easy as stopping for a sec and throwing up a hand to the big genie in the sky that makes cash appear in your own dirty pocket. Free money without stealing. That's funny. Free money without stealing. This is a funny day. I usually use my yellow ones, but I like these. They're kind of softer, you know, like water. You know, it's strong as hell, but it's soft. I love water. I love swimming. I don't really got a lot of water in my chart, but I got some. It's a helicopter. This third card, though. Butt cracks. First off, the technical term for butt crack is gluteal cleft. Gluteal cleft. That just made them better, huh? Butt cracks are amazing because if you see one in public, they're most often butt cracks are amazing Butt cracks are amazing because if you see one in public, they're most often peeking out of the top of someone's pants like a sneaky little animal. Fun game. Next time you see a butt crack peeking out, say gluteal cleft at an increasing volume until the butt crack goes away. So the next time you see a butt crack in public, say gluteal cleft at an increasing volume until the butt crack goes away. If you do this shit, you better tag me because I want to see this shit. What the hell? Next time you see a butt crack peeking out, say gluteal cleft at an increasing volume until the butt crack goes away. Tag me. I gotta see this. Wow. Anyway, those are your final messages to close out the water sign read. That's your advice. It was lighthearted, and I love that. I love that for you. Y'all good? You're good. It's always okay. You're still here. You're still here, and it looks like your ass is listening. You ain't being hard-headed, and that's, you know what? That sound like peace to me. You know, it's as peaceful as it's gonna get for now. Like, you done the work. Hell, you gotta take that. You know, celebrate your wins, celebrate your triumphs, celebrate the simple fact that you've done the damn work. You've done the work, and that is that's beautiful. You a warrior. You made it through. You made it out. You taking the necessary steps. Always, 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 I say this all the time, be proud of your small wins, even when they don't feel big, especially if they don't feel big. Celebrate your small wins too, you know. Use your voice to speak up for what you don't like. Continue to use your voice to speak up for what you don't like. You don't have to tolerate anything. And if you find yourself hanging on to words that people said to you, let that shit go. Those are their words. Those words belong to them. They do not belong to you. Let go of resentment if you have it. Bask in your new freedom. You know, get comfortable being alone. You know, root yourself in that shit. You know, you'll be all right. And if you make a mistake along the way, it's okay. Try again. I don't know where I heard that from, but when I say try again, I always say it 3 times for some reason. But yeah, you make a mistake, that's all right. Dust your ego off and try that shit again. But yeah, those are my messages for you, water signs. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, share it, leave a comment, do what you gotta do. I'm trying to grow my channel. You know, support your girl. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later.